Welcome to the Seven Figure Builder Show. My name is Julie Baranek, founder of Seven Figure Builder, where we help high-achieving CEOs connect with their dream clients to scale to seven figures and beyond. And I'm here today with my friend Omar Angri. Hey, Omar.
Hi, how you doing, Julie?
I'm
Great to
fabulous.
great to be here, actually.
Yeah, I'm super excited to chat with you today. So first and foremost, where in the world are you?
So right now I'm in Morocco, but our main focus is the UAE. So our headquarters is in the UAE. So we're most of the time in the UAE in Dubai and sunny Dubai. Yes,
Sounds amazing. The joys of connecting around the world, which I love.
exactly. You can be anywhere you want with the type of work that we do.
Absolutely. So for those that haven't had the pleasure to meet you yet, can you tell us about your business?
Sure. So my business is margin business. For those who don't know it, we do the listing optimization and localization, which I prefer to say localization than translation, because translation you can do, you can get for Upwork or get from Fiverr or something for $5. So we don't do translation, we do localization. So we understand perfectly who to target, and which depends on which product they sell, but we funnel it down to the customer who really wants to see what you are selling. So just to give it in a nutshell, very fast.
I love it. And we talk a lot on the show about your dream clients and getting to your dream clients, but how do you know where you want to localize it to? Like, what does that process look like for you?
Okay, normally like the dream clients is, I'm just giving an example, is a US client who has like 10,000 listings. Okay. And they all need to be localized into 7 languages. Then they ask us how can we do that? So yes, no problem. You go check out the EU. We're gonna do a few tests on the items if they actually work in the EU, and we check out the photos, we check out the text, and then we start the whole process. And this will go for quite a long time. But we still always check if it makes sense to localize all of these listings, because the thing is that we want them to sell. We want them to make money. We're not here to make a funny listing or a nice listing. We're here to make them sell. Actually, we are artists, but we are first of all technicians. So we know exactly how the algorithm works and how our listings will rank after a while, especially for countries like Germany, France, Spain, Italy, and the rest of the Amazon countries. So it's pretty straightforward. They send their items over. It will go into the Amazon FBA. I mean, before we do all the tax, shout out to Nick, who can help you with that. Nick from Hello Tax. Just part of that. It's pretty straightforward, So we have the listings in, and you start selling it. That's about it.
I love it. And the goal of all of that you're doing is when I'm or whoever is going on Amazon and you come across a listing and you're like, I need that because it speaks
Exactly.
to me and I need it now, right?
Wow, you understand it fully, So we really like it's like we're speaking. My vision is always that the listing has lips and is speaking. Okay, so when you read something, the listing is just speaking with you and telling you, listen, this is what you need right now. And the client who is looking at it, he has been selected through the keywords into the funnel of the listing. He has his credit card ready, and he buys, and the next one buys. So we limit the ones which drop off, because this is what gives you a bad CTR afterwards. So we want to have everyone in. So our percentage needs to be high in order to sell. So this is exactly our job. Very, very nice description. Thank you.
You're welcome. I love that. And I want to dig a little deeper there, not into the technicalities of it necessarily, but this doesn't just apply on Amazon, of course. It applies on every website, every email, every social, like everything that we do is that goal. So there's an art and a science to it, right? Are there tips and tricks and suggestions that you have for people to really, nail down and be able to speak like their page has lips, like you said?
Definitely, because right now we're actually in a time where I would say people take it too easy. ChatGPT is there. They just put something in ChatGPT and then send it out. And you have different languages where you, for example, need to write an email and then you send it out. But it's maybe sometimes it sounds a little bit soulless, So you need to pay a lot of attention, especially when you write in English. because there are so many different English speaking countries. So you have to make sure that you understand who you have in front of you. Who is, for example, the potential client you're talking to? Who is the agency owner you're talking to? So you really, it's still really hard. Although you have ChatGPT, you need to personalize your emails. Take your time. Don't stress and think like I need to finish all of these emails today. Really, like maybe that one person that you talk to via email is really intrigued through your email, and will, because of that, take the conversation further. For example, when there has been already a contact or something before, or you are in negotiation with them, and they are deciding between two companies, and you didn't do a Zoom meeting yet, so you couldn't present yourself, and that one email that you write to them will maybe change all their thoughts about it, because they're like, I like this guy, maybe, he writes nice emails. Let's have a talk with them, So always like personalize your emails and make them very friendly. That obviously depends on the situation, but, take your time and don't think there's machines talking to you when you write an email, especially if we put this on emails directly.
Yeah. And basically everything that we're doing online, either you're building trust or you're breaking down trust.
Exactly. So very good.
Want to continue building that relationship with people, so they're being attracted to you and wanting to hear more of what you have to say.
Exactly.
So how does this tie in then with the keywords and the searches? Because you've got somebody in mind for a localization for a specific product. How do you make sure those are the people that are actually being attracted to it?
So before we start all the process, obviously you have to understand who's the product going to. When we found the customer avatar, we will check the keywords for the listing. And like I already said, you don't want a soulless listing, so you don't stuff some words in there, what you found, and just go over it and blast the keywords in. They need to make as well sense, and they need to look, it needs to look nice, because for the customer who's going to read it. And the algorithm needs to say, these are not machines which putting them in. They are actually good, because the algorithm is already as well on that level that they will rank your listing according to what they see you have done. So if they see machine translation, you're going down, this is, we have tested this, we have seen this. This really is really like this. So if you have a nice written listing and you have some nice keywords in there, you don't stuff it, and you have, decent ones, and maybe in the first bullet point and the second bullet point, not too many, like one or two, but really good ones. Like native speakers have researched them in our 3-level research procedure. This will definitely work, and it will directly jump into the customer's face. And like we said, the lips will talk to them, and they will have just their credit card, click the button, and that's it. Next one.
I love it. So would you say, for the audience that you have coming in, are they more of like a cold audience that you're first seeing them, or are they really more of a warm, hot, I know I have a pain point, a problem, a solution, and they're ready to buy? Like, where are they generally in that spectrum?
Depending as well, because there are some products which are very expensive, and then you have like a mix out of these. But when the product is like modestly priced, I believe that it's directly a hot lead. They're buying straight away. So obviously there is a fall how can I call it, a fall off rate, but it's pretty low, I would say, in these cases, because the listing is really there. They only be shown to customers. Maybe in the beginning they will test a little bit the algorithm and with mixed with PPC, but afterwards the algorithm knows exactly to which customer to show this listing, for example, and as well with the ranking, customer will see it before, and they will click on it if they like the picture in the first place, or the title in the first place, when they see it on the product page, actually, before they have before they see the full listing.
Yeah, and I'm honestly very intrigued by the whole Amazon world, because, as you know, I'm stating the obvious, but Amazon, like, there's no actual products that they have. They're just pushing everybody else's products, and it's a brilliant model. And then you've got your business and all sorts of other businesses around there that like are optimization engines for the entire, Amazon model. So I'm always very intrigued. But how do you, in the customer vein, like, how do you have your funnel set up? Like, how do you eliminate the people that you don't want to be coming to your audience because or to your product and your page? Because obviously not everybody is your customer, right?
Sure. No, not everyone is the customer. And I just want to go back on the Amazon, what you said, this is not their products. They are smart enough, and we know this now, that they actually take our products that we sell a lot, they take them and name them Amazon Basics. Good job, Amazon. So actually they're they're brilliant. Just go in there and take whatever works best. So yes, just to comment to that point. So Amazon really, they kind of know what they do. So like I already said, we have like a funnel setup, where our team is screening exactly what is going on. So they know exactly when these keywords need to be placed and where. So through these keywords, for example, I just give you an example. There is Chinese sellers which have, like, we call them soulless keywords. They are pumped. They are like $20 a click, and they make no sense at all. So we don't even take these keywords. Maybe we take them into backend because they give us some juice. But we really try to go for the green keywords, some red, some orange, and make a real good mix out of it, and really target long tail ones, which only native speaker can understand, So, and we place them perfectly so that there is no flaw and nothing comes through. So this is how we put the funnel in, and this is how we 100% assure that the customer goes directly to listing. And we don't even talk about bringing them from outside. I talk at the moment really like from Amazon, directly on Amazon. If we talk about the landing page or running some ads on Instagram or Facebook, then we have the landing page. And I think then we even talk about in the 95%, which the conversion goes once they go to the listing, because then they fall as well off the website.
Yeah, and you mentioned long tail and short tail keywords, and I love to geek out in this stuff. So, but for people that are listening, what does that mean? What is the difference, and where, like I think of a car, for example, right? If I punch in the word car, I'm going to get one result versus a 2023 Dodge Durango, blah, 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 right? Like you get different points in the buying cycle.
Yes, sure. Yeah, sure. No, but because the long tail keywords, exactly what you just said, is like maybe 3 or 4 words in one go, maybe sometimes even more. But these are the nice ones. You have like 3 to 4 words in one sentence, which if you like keywords, then they are pretty hard to place somewhere. So you really need to adapt the whole sentence to it, and especially in different languages, it's pretty hard. Whereas you have very general keywords like glass, for example, or what can I say, like toys or something like that. These are super general keywords which can be placed anywhere, nowhere, and makes it's not very customer specific. So this is the difference for me between the keywords. Yes, although we use as well these ones, but only to push it more in the direction what we want to do.
Right, for sure. Give it context. So tell us about your journey. Have you always done this, or what has that looked like, to bring you to this point in your career?
No, I've never. We have started actually with translation. We, is me and the co-founder, Emily, we have started with translations. And then we came through large sellers, which were small at that time, and they grew with us over 10 years. And over these 10 years, we actually got pushed into this. So we're not really, we didn't begin with SEO or anything like that. It didn't exist in 2010, 2011 on Amazon. 2012, 2013. It didn't exist. So I'm just saying, because we started a little bit later, not too early, we did it for a long time, but not too long. So and then this time obviously it was the Wild West, but still, and then we came into keywords like around 2014, 2015, and we realized that it's really working on all these Amazon marketplaces, because I think we had the opportunity to understand and get help and test through listings of some large sellers which had the budget, where we could actually do the tests ourselves and see how they rank and in front of which customer they are standing, and which country actually they do adapt, and which country do adapt less. So it's even with the products. Some products were working in the US, some products were not working in the US. You can do as much as SEO as you would like. Some things don't work everywhere. So yeah, this is how we got there. So talking only about SEO and optimization, we went as well into HEO, so into the visual of pictures, because pictures are a big role now, which when we go through to UAE or to Saudi, because you want to change the pictures if you or slightly amend your pictures. You don't have to do a new photo shoot, go completely crazy, but you know, you want to do some changes, maybe change some words on maybe in Arabic on the pictures. So there is definitely some changes, and with this you grow as well. You understand, you learn, and you see different markets, and it's you grow with everyone. So this is the amazing part. And then you go into A+, you go automatically into PPC. Now I don't say that I'm a PPC expert or anything of that kind. I'm not very like, yay, let's do some PPC. You know, I'm not that like a real data guy. I'm a visionary, you know. So I need data people with me, actually, you know. So I have the vision, and there is data people here, and they do the PPC, but we're not specialized in this. And I won't as well scream it out that, yay, we have the biggest team in PPC. We can help in PPC. That's not a problem at all. We have the capacity to do it, to help our customers, but yeah, this not more. But we are really focusing on that one thing, which is now optimization, listing optimization, and as well account management and expansion into other countries. So yeah.
Awesome. And what does that look like as you're growing with your expansion into other countries? Obviously, you're localizing more and more languages. Like, tell us, how has that impacted your business?
Yeah, the more you go, the more you grow, the more challenges come, and the more languages come as well, you know. So it's really it's a process. You grow, you meet more partners as well, because obviously when you grow, you need partners, you need different things, you need everything needs to be a little bit more planned out, you know. It's as if you just working in one continent, because then you know already how expansion works. Once you have done the jump, and then you jump into the other countries, for example, then you know. For example, for the US, it's completely different when you go from the European Union into the US, because the products which work in the US are not always working as you wish, because you have so many different states over there, which some states are hot, some states are cold, some states are in the north, some states are in the south. It's you know, I would love Amazon to have, I mean, they have some geo PPC already now in the US, but I would love to have some that you can choose which state to sell your product to, you know, that it's like more funneled down in that aspect, you know, like this is the advantage between the European Union and the US, that you can really funnel down your clients according to geographical preferences, you know.
Yeah, no, and that makes total sense, because you know, it's a more concentrated area and concentrated weather, concentrated temperature. Like, people need different things, right?
Exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah. This is what I can say. And you know, when you learn of all about these things, you grow automatically. I mean, grow not in the company, obviously, as well, by business wise, but for me, it's important to grow personally. You know, to really understand what you're doing. And once you grow personally, everything else grows with you. You know, it's the employees around you grow with you. You know, you have really a positive impact on everyone. And this is the I think for me, the most important factor when you grow your business. It's not about growing and expanding and being completely crazy big. Everything comes with it if you really like develop personally as well.
Yeah, the world domination that comes with it. So, how would you encourage business owners to stay motivated and have fun in their business? Like as it's growing, as you're, diving deep into your business, how do you keep that focus in your business?
Okay, so what I would say, this is what I do. I'm really like, you need your world needs to merge. That means like you cannot have, your family needs to live with you, like literally in the business. You cannot. I think it's very hard to have like, this is my office when you're an entrepreneur, or especially what we do in agency work. This is my office, and this is when I work, and this is when I come home. This is when I stop working. No, everything will merge, because at some point you need to travel. You might travel for 2-3 months, so your children or your wife and your whole life needs to come with you. It's like it's a work altogether, and this is something, when you grow or when you have a business, you should not underestimate. So like I said, maybe some people can do it, like to completely separate, and but I think it's literally not possible.
Yeah, and it's fluid, right? Depending on where you are and what you're doing and what's in front of you.
Exactly. And I think it's as well the best for you to focus the most when really everything is working together. Then you don't have to think like, sometimes, I mean, yourself, sometimes I'm sitting like, sometimes I sit 2-3 hours and can do everything I want to do, and sometimes I sit 14 hours and cannot even do what I'm supposed to do normally in 1 hour. Yeah. So it's completely different, and it's really the harmony, I would say. Then now I found the word, just like one word: harmony.
I like that a lot. Awesome. So you've accomplished a ton in your business and your personal life, but how do you define success? What does that look like for you?
Success is not related to money at all. Success is when you wake up in the morning, you are healthy, and you have everyone you love beside you, and you have the day in front of you. This is success, because every day starts new. So even if the day before was not good anymore, the next day you wake up, you succeeded already, because you have another day. You have another 24 hours to do amazing things in your life. So success, in my words.
I love that. Every day is a new opportunity.
Exactly.
Awesome. And what can people expect from you next? What's coming up in your business and the year ahead?
Okay, we're trying to do more on the Amazon side, give more back to the community by building a community, because the last years we were really focused on working, on growing, and I think we missed like a little bit the human side as well. And that's why we want to create a community where we can invite people who can speak with us, who can ask us about our story, what we have done, how we have done it, maybe to ask questions about Amazon. We can help each other, like in some sellers forums. This is one thing, and we want to help as well, B2C, like sellers who begin to sell now. So we want to go really like down and make sure that they get the right treatment, because what I've seen a lot is like there is a lot of companies like selling not courses and that kind, but they selling like pay $299 or pay $500 and we give you this and this video, and then you can you do your Amazon sales.
Yeah.
No, we really want to do this personally. We want to follow with them through until they have their product in the account, until they sell. So like really like leading them through, and then tell them maximum, listen, we want to do this with you for 3 months or for 2 months, and then you need to do it on your own afterwards. We want you to learn with us. It's very important that you learn, because we don't want you to have for 12 months. That would mean like you pay us free money. That's not good. We give you our knowledge, and you need to make sure that you capture everything that we know and help you with in the account, how to do shipping, how to do this, how to do that in the account. And then we let you free and you can try to do it on your own. So this is one thing we really want. Now, I think nowadays this is really missing on Amazon, because it's such a fast-lived experience to sell on Amazon. Yeah, I sold on Amazon for 1 month and now I don't want anymore because the PPC ate me up. So that's it. So we really want to emphasize that it's still possible, and that with the right discipline, with the right enthusiasm, with the right products, you can still succeed. Maybe you won't be a millionaire right now, but you can do some sales and you can understand, you can test, and we give you the markets as well where you might be able to succeed better in the beginning.
Awesome.
So this is yeah.
No, I love that. And that's how you know you've succeeded, is if they don't need you anymore, right? Because then they can do it on their own.
Exactly.
Nice. And if you had the attention of the whole world for 5 minutes, what would you tell them?
Nothing is impossible. So anyone who's doubting himself or the world around them, nothing is impossible. Because like I already said, if you have been given another day, then you're blessed. You have another day to accomplish something. So it's not impossible, because you're breathing, you breathe throughout the day. Think about that. You breathe throughout the day. Your heart beats, I don't know how many thousand times per day. So there is something in there. You succeeded already, and nothing is impossible, because you just woke up another day. You can do it again. You know, it's there is nothing infinitive. Obviously, if you're dead, then you're dead.
Right.
You know, there is a stop, and then we talk about something else. But for now, for this time being, nothing is impossible.
I love that. You always have another opportunity.
Exactly.
Awesome. So how can listeners support you in your work? Where can they find you online?
Okay, I'm very active on LinkedIn, so always happy to ask questions or just to come over and say hello. Margin Business or Omar Angri directly on LinkedIn. You can find me, just put in search button, or at marginbusiness.com, or Omar at marginbusiness.com. Very easy. Always marginbusiness.com in there somewhere.
Awesome. Awesome. And we'll have all the links below so everyone can come check it out. And thank you, Omar, for being on today. This was very informative. And yeah, I love, like I said, I totally am intrigued by the world of Amazon.
Thank you so much, Julie. That was really great speaking to you today.
Yeah, of course. And if you found value in this episode, please do share it. That's how people find us. And you can find me at sevenfigurebuilder.com. And I look forward to seeing you on the next episode.